Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This is not a video that I had planned to make at all, but this is the reality of being someone who is a seasonal bag lover, someone who loves bags that are that little bit different, and some of those slip away and then they come up unexpectedly on the pre-loved market all at once. It's like buses. There's none and then three arrive. I have reached a point where there are three bags that have been on my kind of all-time, long-term, top kind of bag wish list that are now all available on the pre-loved market at the same time, when I'm currently not buying any bags because I've spent a fortune on bags and I've had a vlog sale and I'm not buying any more because I don't need any more and I'm uncomfortable with how many I had gotten to. And you can hear that I'm talking myself out of these three bags that have come up on the resale market all at the same time, that are very hard to find, very sought after, and I'm slightly obsessing on. And the first one is for sale with Sasha at Globalluxcloset. Now, Sasha is a reseller who is based in the UK. I have both bought from Sasha before in the past and I have also sold through Sasha. So Sasha is somebody who I would have no hesitation in trusting to buy from again. So when I saw this bag come up on her site, on her stories, on Instagram, it was like, oh no, not another one. Not another unicorn bag, let's call it, as doesn't exist, but another unicorn bag that I have loved for the longest time, as long as I can remember, and it's now available. And I'm going to try and put pictures on the screen. When I went back to Sasha's Instagram this morning, this bag was actually gone, so it may have already sold, which would maybe help me on my quest to resist these bags and not to buy them. But it is the Chanel reissue in the medium size. It's the reissue that is the equivalent to the Chanel medium classic flap, but it is the one that is covered in all of the Paris charms. I absolutely love this bag. Now, I fully admit that part of my love for this bag is this is a collector's dream. This is such a collecting piece. It is the traditional black reissue, but it's covered in the charms. If you've watched my channel before, you might know that I previously bought the camera bag from Chanel because I loved these charms. That bag didn't work for me because I don't really work well with the camera bag shape, but I kept that bag so much longer than I would have simply because I loved the charms and I didn't want to let go of the charms. This is the classic reissue shape with the charms. It has the Paris charm, it has the mirror with Coco Chanel in it, it has the lipstick charm, it has all of the charms that are associated with Paris, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this bag. And black classic flap type bags, reissue or the traditional classic flap, are not normally the bags that really grab me. I do have one black classic flap that I use a lot for work, but this one I am just obsessed with. I love the charms. I think they're so different. I think they make this bag so interesting and they're so collectible. And I know that's not the reason to buy bags, but I just love it. On Sasha's site, whenever I did see it come up on her stories, I think it was priced in the region of 6,600 sterling, Great British pounds. I think that's probably quite reasonable. Sasha would generally be quite reasonable in her pricing compared to what the classic flap costs now, brand new. I think that's probably quite a good price, and since I've seen it, that bag has been living for free in my brain. It's not paying rent, it's taking up time and energy and space. And yes, we've talked recently about me being addicted to shopping, and maybe I am addicted to very pretty bags. But this one, oh, this has just come up. These very rarely come up. When they do, I have seen these be extremely expensive, prohibitively expensive. Not saying this is cheap, but very, very expensive. And I'm obsessing on it and I can't get it out of my mind, and that's bag number one. Bag number two, and so many of you have sent me this bag. It is the 21k, I believe, fabric Chanel multicoloured bag that Rod from the Lux Theory currently has for sale. Now, you will know that I have shopped with Rod before, I have sold through Rod before. I very recently did a collab with Rod where I did my closet sale and I partnered with Rob, and he actually looked after the back end of the selling because that's what he does. And I did that with Rod because I have both bought from him and sold with him, and I trusted him as a buyer and a seller. He has this bag for sale. So just like Sasha with Globalluxcloset, I would have no hesitation in buying from Rod because I would trust both of these sellers. By the way, this video is not sponsored by anybody. There's no affiliate links or anything in this video. I'm just telling you 3 of these bags that are very hard to find that have come up that I'm currently obsessed with. I love this. I absolutely love it. It is a fabric Chanel bag. It has Chanel printed all across it in many different multicolours. This bag will not be for everybody. It's quite gaudy, it's quite tacky, it's quite in your face. It's absolutely not discreet. It's not quiet. It's one of the loudest Chanel bags I think you could probably buy, with a big tacky Chanel written across it and all the multicolours, and I love it. It's right up my street. It's colourful, it's fabric, it's slouchy, it would go cross body. I love it, I love it, I love it. But I am resisting it. I am talking myself out of it as I sit in this chair. I think this bag is stunning, but it's a very, very sought after bag. It's a very hard to find bag, and it very rarely comes up for sale. Now, there was one recently that Sasha, who we've just talked about on Globalluxcloset, had, and somebody else had, and they both worked out in the region of 6,500 to 6,700 sterling. That's a lot of US dollars. That was just far too much for me for a fabric bag. I just couldn't do it, but I do still love it. Rod's price has just been reduced, and I think it's sitting at the minute somewhere around 5,700 Great British pounds sterling. It's a lot of money for a fabric bag, but it's probably below market retail now for that bag. It's obviously way above retail. I checked on Instagram this morning, a great Instagram account, Mac Stush, and I will put this down below, MACSTUSH I believe, and I'll put it in the description box. Fabulous, fabulous Instagram page. Lovely, lovely person as well, by the way, but has some fabulous bags and eye candy. And she had put a post about this bag whenever it was released, and there's a picture of it, and I checked in her comment box, and someone in the comments had confirmed that at the time it was released it was 4,000 US dollars. Certainly not 4,000 US dollars now on the resale market, sorry. So it is definitely selling for a premium. I think 5,700 is probably up and around 8,000 USD at the minute. The exchange changes all the time, but it's probably close to double what it cost retail. And I just, at the minute, with what I've bought, I just can't do it. And I don't know if I can spend that amount of money on a fabric bag as well. Like, I've recently bought this colour block one, which I was wearing last night. This was way under retail. This would not be sought after or as popular, and there was a couple of marks on it. I have this over here, the sequenced Chanel, which is similar. It says Chanel on it in sequins. It's multicolour. I would wear it in the similar way that I would wear this other one. And as we know, I'm working on appreciating things from afar and enjoying their beauty without the need to own them. You can hear I'm still convincing myself not to buy this one because I absolutely love it. But I'm obsessed with it. It's very hard to find, but the price at the minute with what I've bought, oh, I need to stay away from it. And the third bag, and what has inspired me to turn my camera on before I go to work, is there is one of you who watches my videos, and I would chat to you on Instagram. It is an absolute genius at finding bags, can find bags, and has helped me before. There's bags in here that I have bought from the resale market that have been older bags or sought after bags or sold out bags that this person has helped me buy before. They have sent me the posts on Instagram and said, look, this is what you're looking for and it's available. They can find, they're like a bag hunter. It's amazing. They have sent me this morning a link to the small Dior tote bag that I posted on my Instagram before that I was obsessed with, and I'll put the picture in. I will link down below who this was sold by. It's not somebody I'm as familiar with. I think it might be the place that I vlogged in Paris that had bags for sale in a shopping centre. I'll link the information down below, but this, I've never seen this on the resale market before. I have never seen this come up. I've never seen it on Fashion File. I haven't seen it with any of the resellers that we all know and follow. I haven't seen it on any of the consignment stores. This is the first time I've ever seen this on the resale market. And the price on this listing actually isn't too bad. I think it's around about £2,000. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but for luxury handbags, resale Dior book tote, I know Dior doesn't hold their money quite as well as Chanel does, but I don't think the price is that bad. But I'm not shopping. I'm not buying any more bags at this moment in time. But these three are really testing my resolve and my strength and my willpower. This one as well specifically because I've never seen it before in the resale market. I very rarely see the small Dior book tote. I don't think they bring it out as often as the bigger versions. They bring them out when they do in fabric designs, which are fabulous, which is why I love this one. But I have to resist it. But it's absolutely stunning. The price is not awful. Like, it's not up where the Chanel bags are, which makes you convince yourself it's more accessible. Do I need a small book tote in my life at the minute? Let's be honest, do I need any more bags in my life at the moment or ever? But I love this, and it's so hard to find, very rarely comes up, and this has inspired me this morning to be obsessed on these 3 bags that have suddenly appeared on the resale market for sale when I'm not shopping. This is stunning. Look at it. I will put it on the screen. It's just beautiful. I can imagine this again, maybe partly with that fantasy life I talk about a lot, where I'm walking down the promenade with the beach and the waves and somewhere my children are being looked after. But I love this bag. I absolutely love it. And that is bag number 3. Let me know what you think of this very impromptu, unplanned, spur of the moment video, talking to you about the 3 bags that happen to have come up on the resale market all at once, that are normally very hard to find, very rare, very rarely available on the resale market, and I'm struggling with my resolve to resist them because I have shopped enough and I do not right now need to buy any more handbags. Let me know what your favourite one is. Let me know if there's any of these would test your resolve, or let me know if you think I'm just absolutely nuts, but I think we all know that and have established that when it comes to handbags. But these 3, absolutely love them. Thank you so much for watching me. If you have found this at all entertaining, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen. Thank you so much for being here. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.